Yes, Ronak, this is a big breaking story at this point in time. Talks between the Government of India and the NSC and IM is being held in New Delhi tomorrow. This is after a long gap. The last round of talks was held in December last year, if I'm not mistaken, and there has been a long gap since the talks were last held, and there was a deadlock, obviously, over the NSC and IM's insistence on their core demand of a separate flag and constitution for the Nagas. And after that, the talks were just not moving forward, and that led the government of Nagaland to set up the Political Affairs Committee. And the Political Affairs Committee had held talks with the civil society groups and Naga tribal bodies, and they have decided to demand a new interlocutor to take forward the Naga talks. In view of this, the center has actually surprised observers by inviting the NSNIM for talks in New Delhi. And this is the round of talks that is going to be held tomorrow. The talks will be led by the union government. The union government representative 𝗖𝗥𝗨𝗖𝗜𝗔 is obviously going to be present at the talks. And there will be senior officials from the Intelligence Bureau and the Union Ministry of Home Affairs. The talks will be held in New Delhi tomorrow. So this is the big breaking news. Now, the resumption of talks has also raised the question whether the Government of India and the NSC and IM will be able to break the deadlock over the NSC and IM's demand for a flag and constitution and move forward. That is a million-dollar question. But now that the talks are going to be resumed after a long time, who knows that the government might also come up with some proposal to address the concerns, address the demands of the NSC and IM. Because the Government of India has also been analyzing the issue during the last couple of months, trying to work out a solution that is acceptable to the NSC and IM. And of course, the center, top central leaders are on record as saying that they cannot give a separate flag and constitution, a separate constitution, at least they were not really willing to give, although the Government of India is not averse to the granting of a separate flag for the Nagas, of course. But they're saying that this flag can be used only for cultural purposes and cannot fly alongside the tricolor. So this was the position of the Government of India some time back. But now we don't know whether that position has changed. But since the talks are resuming after a long gap, one can safely say that the Government of India must be also having some kind of a new proposal to be placed before the NSC and IM. And the big question is the NSC and IM, whether they're going to modify their demand, we don't know. But the NSC and IM is also aware of the fact that there is some kind of a restiveness among the Naga people over that long delay in arriving at an acceptable and honorable solution to the Naga political problem. Now, in view of this, it is the Nagaland government tried to take some initiative, set up the Political Affairs Committee, and place the demand for a new interlocutor. That demand has been viewed with a lot of skepticism by several quarters in the Naga-dominated areas in the northeastern region, saying that how can a new interlocutor help in the matter, because the new interlocutor might have to start from scratch. So this is the opinion, but when this debate was going on whether or not a new interlocutor is necessary, the Government of India has come up with this invitation to the NSC and IM, and the NSC and IM has accepted the invitation, and they are in New Delhi to attend the talks with the Government of India tomorrow.
Right, and Wasbir, as you said, the NNPGs have primarily opposed the appointment of a new interlocutor. So tomorrow's talks will be interesting in the sense that it will make it clear whether the NSC continues to engage with this current central representative with all seriousness as it has been doing since 2020, Wasbir.
Well, one can safely say that the NSC and IM is going to deal with the existing setup, that is an existing interlocutor or the representative, whatever we may call it. But as we know, the talks for last couple of years are being initiated and led by the Union Government Special Advisor Northeast, Mr. 𝗖𝗥𝗨𝗖𝗜𝗔, who is the Indian government representative as far as talks with the NSC and IM is concerned. And the NSC and IM has absolutely what we understand is that NSC and IM has not placed any demand for a new interlocutor. It is a civil society groups and the Naga tribal bodies, along with the Political Affairs Committee, which has made this demand. That is what the Political Affairs Committee made us understand, that they are demanding, after making this demand for a new interlocutor, after consultations with the civil society groups and the Naga tribal bodies. And it is not, and we understand that NSC and IM has not made any such demand for a new interlocutor. In this backdrop, one can safely say that the NSC and IM may have no problem with continuing with the dialogue led by Indian government representative, Mr. A.K. Mishra.